Some spots don't just give black travelers a chilly shoulder, they slam the door shut tight. If you're dreaming of a getaway or even a big move, it's smart to spot the so-called white nations, where folks treat black visitors with sneers and outright bias. Truth is, nobody craves a holiday spent swatting away those sneaky slights, like you're stuck in a twisted game of hide-and-seek with hate. Today, we're unpacking the top 10 white countries dishing out the worst rudeness and racism to black explorers. Heads up before you pack, these are hotspots for everything from icy glares to bold-faced bigotry, plus setups that stack the deck against people of color. From lands that flat out shun black faces to spots where inclusion is just empty talk on a page. We're ripping off the shiny travel poster mask to show the raw truth underneath. Strap in, smash that subscribe for more eye-openers, and hang on till the finale. These picks could leave you stunned. Spill in the comments. Ever landed somewhere that made you feel like an outsider? No favorites here, let's dive straight in. Number 1, Finland. Home to buzzing tech like Nokia, steamy saunas, and winters that bite right through your bones. But here's the chill that hits hardest, the frosty welcome black folks often face. Fast forward to December 2024, Daniela Yu, a lifelong Finn with roots in Ghana, steps up to play St. Lucie in a beloved national fest. A dream gig? Not quite. Instead of applause, she's slammed with a flood of ugly hate online and beyond. This wasn't some fringe rant. It exploded into front-page news, leaving hearts heavy. Think about it. You've called this place home forever, speak the language, live the life, yet one spotlight moment turns you into the other. How much Finnish does it take to finally fit in? Dig deeper, and reports paint a grim picture. Finland tops Europe's list for bias hits, from slam job doors to cops eyeing you extra hard. Black locals, they navigate a world that whispers, not quite one of us. Ever slip into a cozy pub and sense the vibe freeze, like you've gate-crashed a tight-knit clan gathering? That's the quiet sting. Sidelong glances, awkward pauses, doors half shut. Sure, Finland boasts stunning views and top-notch perks. But if you're black, pack layers, not just for snow, but for those bone-deep slights that linger. Number 2, Netherlands. Bikes zipping everywhere like it's a national sport, coffee shops puffing legal haze, and officials preaching a big hug for every soul. Sounds like paradise for free spirits, right? Hold on, peel back that glossy layer, and old shadows creep out, rooted deep in yesterday's dirt. Take December's big show, Zwarte Piet, Santa's sidekick, decked in black painted skin, crimson smiles, and frizzy hairdos. While families elsewhere string twinkly lights, crowds here cheer this throwback that screams wrong to so many. Outcries echo for decades. It's raw bias on parade, yet diehards cling tight, yelling custom, as if change would shatter the season. Remember, chains once passed as normal too, and we ditch those ghosts quick. But it's not just Tinseltime trouble. Picture firing off a resume with an African-flavored name. It vanishes into the void, doors bolted shut. Rent hunts? Owners ghost you mid-chat. Stroll a shop and suddenly guards shadow your every step, eyes sharp like hawks. That's no wild worry, it's the daily grind too many black folks grind through here. So, yeah, the Dutch wave their forward-thinking flag high, but tucked in those iconic shoes, a few dusty bones that rattle loud if you listen close. Number 3, Germany. This powerhouse runs on razor-sharp precision, yet bias against black people isn't fading. It's surging ahead, fast as a high-speed rail. Fresh polls don't lie. Germany tops Europe's charts for racial digs and outright wrongs. Shocking stat, over 54% of black folks here say they faced ugly treatment in the last 5 years. Flip a coin. Heads, smooth sailing. Tails, a storm of slights from sneaky stings to bold blasts. Ever had a total stranger snatch your strands, eyeing you like rare wildlife? Heartbreaker, that's no tall tale. It's the gut-punch truth too many endure. Slice into routine, scouting a home, owners ghost apps with African vibes. Job hunt, gatekeepers in key fields shove you aside, like you wandered off script. Browse a boutique, and boom, staff sticks close, shadowing your picks as if trouble's your middle name. Tension builds, doesn't it? Germany shines with ancient tales, skyline stunners, and buses that actually show up. But for black explorers or insiders, no enchanted ending. Face it, this beast of bias roars loud, and hard data echoes every snarl. Number 4, France. Rolling vineyards, crusty loaves, and icons that steal your breath. Yet for black travelers, those famed sights come with a sharper edge. Chilly glances as unyielding as forged steel. You'd expect a nation born from cries of liberty to shine as equality's torch. Think again. Deep-seated favoritism lingers, and 2024 laid it bare in brutal strokes. Enter Mabula Soumahoro, a trailblazing black French expert, slated to address the European Parliament on Europe's ugliest divides. Fair play given how black lives here grapple with Europe's steepest gaps in jobs and justice. But hold tight, the stage yanked away. Far-right voices branded her talk anti-white, sparking a shutdown that twisted free words into a punchline. A black voice on bias? Too risky for a free speech champion? If that doesn't twist the knife, what does? This sting runs deeper than one stage. France buries racial stats, as if naming shadows feeds them, yet black communities swell the ranks of the jobless, the squeezed, the surveilled. Step into a posh Paris boutique, and guards trail your steps like shadows on a heist flick. Hunt for a flat? Listings evaporate mid-promise. Dreaming of lovers' lanes under twinkling lights. Savor those flaky pastries. They're toasty. The undercurrents? Icy as a winter sen. Number 5, Ireland. Endless emerald waves, rowdy taverns pulsing with life, and yarns spun so wild they etch into eternity. Yet one yarn stays off the glossy guides. The sharp climb in racial fury strikes. Folks here ooze warmth. They'll drag you inside, slide over a frothy ale, and dub you pal before names drop. But if your skin's deep brown, some hearts here clock stuck in old eras. Racial assaults in Northern Ireland, they've spiked 44% in the last year alone. Not cold digits, but a blazing alert that bigotry breathes heavy. These aren't stray sparks. Black neighbors endure hurled slurs, brutal hits, trashed homes, even chased from blocks. Fancy a quiet lane walk, then bam, pack off to your roots. Heart crusher. This soil's yours. Bills footed, labor poured, community woven. Still, Hugh brands you forever foreign. Pub crawls? Dublin doors slam on you, yet fair-faced crews glide past unchecked. Raw deal. Truth. Not every soul's tainted. Allies roar for fixes, loud and true. But leaps this steep? What's festering under that creamy brew? Number 6. United Kingdom. A vibrant mosaic of cultures, or so the headlines shout. Truth hits harder, entries granted only if your shade blends with the backdrop. For black folks, cops lock on like spotlights, zeroing in tight. Dive into stop and search. Black people face nearly 4 times the scrutiny of white peers. 4 times. Unless shadows hide secrets better on lighter skin, this screams foul play. Picture this, dragging feet home after a grind, lost in thoughts, then, oi sir, quick chat, hands up, pockets flipped inside out for vibes. Cut to, pale lad in puffy gear, stash bulging, saunters past unseen. Gut wrench, it piles on. Job bids, yours sinks if your hustle screams diverse. Flat chase, swap that name for something poshly proper, or watch taken signs sprout overnight. Club vibes, doors creak for you, but whisper 2 max on entry, 3 black guys. Cue the invisible wall, not punchline, pure sting. Folks here swear bias is bunk, not our Yankee mess. Yet black Brits? Picked apart, pockets pinched, patrols perpetual. So pray tell, what flavor is this fair play? Number 7, Austria. Snow-capped peaks that whisper adventure, melodies from timeless tunes that lift the soul, and a shadow side that hits like a winter gale. Bias so sharp it echoes across the continent. Fresh data cuts deep. More than 70% of black folks here have weathered racial slings in the last 5 years. Crunch the math, in a crowd of 10-7 carry scars that sting, far from fairy tale welcomes. Flash to Vienna. You touch down, heart racing for gilded halls and cobblestone charm. Instead, a detour through frosty glares, hushed jabs, and chairs that vanish just as your hand reaches out. Craving a cozy flat? Owners play gatekeeper, ditching files with names that don't ring local. Chasing work? Key sectors nod at variety in meetings, then bolt the doors tight. Hit the shops for basics, and guards glue to your heels, scripting you as the villain in a caper, over a humble tube of paste. Wild twist, this gem tops livability lists worldwide. Yet black lives? Overlooked in the glow, buried under Europe's peak prejudice piles. Austria shines bright, but dodges the mirror on its dim spots. Number 8, Italy. Cradle of genius strokes like Michelangelo's, steaming slices of heaven called pizza, and cops who eye dark skin like it's trouble in disguise. You'd bet a spot famed for flair, threads, and sweet living would wrap everyone in open arms. Guess again, barriers stand tall. Flash to October 2024, Europe's rights watchdog, the Council, blasts Italian forces for profiling and rough handling. Prime suspects? Black wanderers and Roma kin. Picture this, savoring Rome's sun-kissed ruins, lost in wonder, then halt. Papers now, as if you slipped borders at dusk. No fluke, it's a pattern so bold, Global voices had to shout, "This stinks of bias." Leaders? They swatted away quicker than dodging odd toppings on pie. But numbers don't fib. Probes reveal black locals and newcomers hounded by badges, shut out of gigs, and iced in crowds. Then the quiet cuts, sneaky stares, resumes trashed, pads pulled, sorry, least, once your face flashes. No shade, Italy dazzles with bites that sing and stones that whisper epics. Yet for black souls passing through or planting roots, it's a gallery frozen in time, blind to today's beat. Number 9, Portugal. Sun-drenched sands that call your name, wallet-friendly vibes, and those buttery custard tarts that melt in your mouth. Pure bliss? Not for every heart. Fast forward to October 2024. A black man falls to police bullets in Lisbon's Edgetown shadows. Word spreads like wildfire. Streets erupt in raw fury before the dust even clears. Why the instant blaze? For black souls here, this isn't a bolt from nowhere. It's page after page in a grim ledger of targeted stops, brutal badges, and daily digs. Portugal struts as the chill king of ease. Yet black voices echo with over-watchful patrols, sharp jabs, and a gut-twist whisper. You're not one of us, even if your first cry rang out on this soil. Hard hits from data. Afro-Portuguese wrestle steeper job droughts, thinner wallets, and cop clashes that spike sky high. Some badges wear their slant on sleeves, dark hue in the bad zone, cue the halt, the hunt, the heartbreak, or horror. Leaders gasp at the storm, wide-eyed like it's news. Black blocs? They don't gasp. They gasp for air, day in, out. Portugal basks in light, but watch those corners. Not every gloom's from swaying leaves. Number 10, United States. A glowing promise of fresh starts, where grit unlocks golden doors for all. But peel away the shine, and for black hearts, that promise twists into a relentless grind, dotted with hidden traps. Spotlight on the raw wound, law enforcement. Black folks face more than double the risk of deadly force from cops compared to whites. Over 2.5 times the odds, per fresh 2024 tallies. Not a glitch, a gut-wrenching epidemic. Cruise the streets, a routine drive flips to a tense standoff. Browse a mall, eyes lock on, tails shadow your cart. Just breathe in public, a jittery call to 911 turns your day to dread. Then the sly twist, spot a black suspect, and headlines scream, thug, flip to white. Struggling soul gets the soft nod. Mercy uneven, scales tipped hard. It creeps into boardrooms too. Paychecks thinner by design. Homes slipped away. Loans laughed off despite solid stats. Black buyers shown scraps while others feast on choices. Daily barbs sting sharper. You're so well spoken. As if words are a gift, not a right. Or fingers graze your curls like Zufur charm. Nah, it's veiled venom. Stars like Beyonce pack arenas, so some crow race blind. Yet why the endless cycle, riots, reckonings, ripped lives? Is this freedom's home, or just a VIP lounge for a few? Your turn. Does this hit home? Share below. Smash like if it sparked fire, subscribe to our channel, we're unpacking worlds unfiltered next.